Hello and welcome into this video lesson, and we're going to be talking about what to do when you have a percentage like these that contains a fraction. Alright, we're combining a fractional part of a percent. So how do you change that into a decimal to figure out your calculations? Maybe you're doing a money problem or a percent of an amount or something like that. So what do you do with a fraction in a percent? Well, let's take a look at these examples. The first one is 28.5%. So let's think about it. If it's only 28%, you know that you would find the decimal point, which would be right here to the right of the 8, and then you would move it 2 places to the left. So 28% would be 0.28, of course. But what about the 1/2? Well, think about 1/2 as a decimal itself. If you divide the 1 by the 2, you get 0.5. So really 28.5% is 28.5%. Notice it's still a percentage, and then we move the decimal over 2 places. So this would be 0.285. Simple as that. So now 32 1/4% is 32 point what? Well, 1/4 is, when you divide it out, of course, 0.25. So 32.25% would be 0.3225. All right, same idea here on the next example. 6 3/8. Well, 6 3/8%, 3/8, 3 divided by 8 is 0.475. So 6.475%. Move your decimal over twice. Remember, not just once, but we have to put a 0 in there, a placeholder 0. So it's 0.06475. All right, these last two involve repeating decimals. What do we do with that? Well, 5 1/3% is going to be 5 point, what's another name for 1/3? Well, if you divide it out, that's going to be repeating threes, right? So 5.333 and so on. All right, it's going to go forever, but how do you work with that? Well, you can also write it as 5.3 bar percent. All right, then of course in both examples we have to move the decimal 2 places left. So 0.05, and then we can put a bunch of threes. So on your calculation to finish whatever problem that is, you just need to input on the calculator screen as many threes as will fit. Maybe 4 or 5 or 6, depending on the capability of your calculator. The more threes you put in your calculation, the more accurate your answer will be. And then you can round it as necessary. Finally, in the last example, is going to be 16 1/9%. Well, that should be 16.1 divided by 9 gives you a bunch of repeating ones. Okay, pretty interesting there. So you can write it like that, or you can write it 16.1 bar percent. Both of these are percentages. Move your decimal 2 places left, as always. So it's 0.16111, as many ones as you can fit in your calculator screen. All right, now let's look at a practical example here. The question is, what is 12 1/5% of $85? All right, well, 12 1/5% is 12.2%, right? But let's convert that into an actual decimal amount. So move your decimal 2 places to the left. So you're going to take 0.122. Now, of always means multiplication in these situations here. So you're going to multiply that decimal amount times 85. All right, what's the final answer? It should be rounded to dollars and cents. It should be $10.37. Did you get that? All right, I hope you did, and I hope you understand this process. Thanks so much for watching this video.